What's up guys, Kids with Kicks here. We are back with a FIFA career mode video. I know it's been a long time since I posted any of these or uploaded any of these, whatever you want to call it. Apologies for that. I've been in America sorting stuff out, ready for a house move, etc, etc. But the important thing is we are back. As you can see, we are diving straight into a manager mode. Thank you to everybody who voted on the straw poll. We will be starting this one as Crystal Palace. They run out pretty comfortable winners in the end. So thank you to everybody who voted. We're going to be diving in straight on legendary difficulty, which a lot of people are saying is impossible on FIFA 16. I guess there is only one way to find out, and that's to chuck ourselves in at the deep end. So let's get into it. Let's have a look what we're up against. And the first thing we have to do is select which pre-season tournament we would like to enter. This is a pretty cool feature added to FIFA 16. Instead of just playing the boring old friendlies, you actually get the chance to compete in a tournament. Having looked at the options, I decided to go for the European Continental Shield. Not only is that the middle ground in terms of prize money available, I also think that is probably the one, looking at the teams involved, that we have the best chance of winning. After that, I decided to go back to the office, so to speak, and check through the emails. You can see confirmation that we've entered the European Continental Shield. The board want us to reach the round of 16 stage in a domestic cup, which I believe is possible. Very realistic expectations from them there. We've got a transfer budget of 17 million to start with, and the board assistant manager rather is saying that we should look to bring in a centre back, and we will look at the squad in a minute and identify the areas that we want to strengthen and take this advice into account. But it's next up to have a look, just obviously standard emails, your scouts and everything introducing themselves to you. But importantly, we're going to look at the league objective, and the board want us to finish somewhere in and around mid-table, which is again a very realistic expectation. Not sure how we're going to do on legendary. It's either going to go one way or the other, but we'll do our best. Mid-table is exactly what we were expecting. Now the first thing that we're going to do is have a look at our squad. And have a look at the options that we have available, see who we want to keep, who we want to get rid of. You can see here Hennessy, McCarthy, Payne and Speroni are our goalkeeping options. That's one too many for me. I like to have two keepers and a youngster, so unfortunately Speroni is going to be transfer listed. He is 36 years old, so hopefully we can get some money in for him. McCarthy being the main choice and Hennessy will be the number 2. But you can see the advice then on the centre-back front. We've got Scott Dan, Damien Delaney, Hangeland, Innes and McCarthy. Innes and McCarthy probably not good enough for first team action, leaving Dan, Delaney and Hangeland, 2 of which are over the age of 33, so definitely an area that we're looking to improve. I'm actually going to transfer list McCarthy. I can't see him getting any first team opportunity this season. Next up, we're going to have a look at the left back position. You can see Bin and Williams and Scales, 2 youngsters already loaned out, leaving us with Friars and Soiree. I think that's how you pronounce it, Soiree. As our only 2 left back options really. Friars, decent potential, decent young player who's only 22, will grow and develop, but not ready for Premier League football just yet. Leaving Soiree, this guy, is our only real option at left back, so we will be looking to bring another one in. At right back, in contrast, we have a lot of options. We've got Hunt, who is loaned out, the youngster. We've also got Adrian Mariappa, Joel Ward and Martin Kelly as well, so plenty of options. One too many if you ask me, which is why we've decided to transfer list Mariappa. Now at the age of 31, Marouane Chamakh, I know he's done his bit, he's done a lot for Palace in his time, but he's not going to be part of our first team plans. He's listed as a cam, central attacking midfielder, and that's certainly not where I'd be playing him. And he is transfer listed. You can see Jason Punchin also listed as a cam. He can play out wide left and wide right, so plenty of versatility from him. You've got Williams and Boateng, the 2 youngsters there, loaned out on a short-term loan, so they won't be involved at the time being, leaving us with Cabaye, Jedinak, James MacArthur and Joe Ledley and Jordan Much, so plenty of options in that central midfield position. Probably Cabaye, he's listed as a CDM, but because of his playmaking ability we might use him in the cam role. Other than that would leave us with Jason Punchin as our only natural central attacking midfielder, so probably look to bring in another cam. But we've got Bakary Sakho as well. I will be looking to use him in that role. He's had a flying start to the Premier League season in real life for Palace, scored a fair few goals, so we'll be looking to utilise him. Lee Chung-Yong, probably not in my first team plans. Not really sure why. He hasn't done anything wrong, but he's just not Not really Premier League quality, if you ask me. Good player to have as a backup, bring him on the bench, off the bench rather, on as a substitute, but probably not going to get much of a look in this season. Kai and Gray, two players we're going to look to loan out, hopefully help with their development. In terms of wide players, we've got just Balassi and Saha. Obviously, as I mentioned earlier, Jason Puncheon can play out wide as well, so we'll be looking to use him. Leaving us with the attacking options, Kwesi Appiah, who had a good loan spell at Cambridge United recently. He's got plenty of pace. We're going to loan him out, hopefully help with his development. Probably one we're going to be using in the future. We've got Anderson as well, who we've added to the loan list. That leaves us with Fraser Campbell, Patrick Bamford on loan from Chelsea, Dwight Gale, and obviously new man Connor Wickham. Not the best front line in terms of quality, but we do have a number of options to get us through the season, so hopefully there'll be goals there. And another pretty cool feature of FIFA 16 is the training exercises. I've got footage of one here. You can pretty much set a player to a specific exercise in an attempt to improve their ability in that skill. So for example, Wilfred Zaha's vision and passing isn't the best, so we've done this passing exercise, which I've got some footage of here, as we look to improve that. It's a really cool way to do it. I'd recommend doing it yourself. You can sim them, but as you can see with the ones that we did there, we got far better results. I simmed the Balassi one just out of interest to see how good the AI or the computer was, and he got an F. Shows you how bad and a complete waste of time simming it was, really. But if you've got the time, certainly something that would be worth doing. You can see the progress below their grades there, as we look to improve their players' stats. And Kai, who went to Shrewsbury very recently in real life on loan, we received an offer from Shrewsbury and he will be joining them on loan. Nobody ever say that FIFA transfers are unrealistic ever again. But we decided to accept the offer and he went to Shrewsbury Town. Well, having done all the nitty gritty, it is time to dive straight into the European Shield. The first match, we're playing Braga, the side from Portugal. They're a decent side, actually. I wasn't sure how we were going to fare. As I said, we got it on a legendary, so I'm expecting it to be quite tough. But you can see here the opening sequence. I'll show you in a little bit more detail the side that I've chosen to play this game. Don't read too much into it. We will be rotating a lot, but we've got McCarthy in goal, Suarez, Hangeland, Dan, Ward, MacArthur and Cabaye in the middle, with Balassi wide left, Saha wide right, Salco just behind Dwight Gale as the lone striker. It's a formation I played a lot on FIFA 15. It worked very well for me, so that's what we're going to start out with here as we begin our FIFA 16 journey. As it's only a pre-season game, I'm not going to go into too much detail with the highlights, make them too long and boring. We're just going to crack on, show you the main bits of the game. James MacArthur wins a free kick here, certainly within shooting range, which gives us a chance to look at another new feature, actually, the magic spray. This is pretty cool. Ref whips the spray out the back pocket, draws a line on the pitch, marks out the 10 yards and obviously draws the line where you want the wall. Really cool, really realistic. I'm a big fan of that feature, actually. But as you can see, more importantly, we have a free kick in shooting range and we've got the little wizard that is Johan Cabaye. Certainly will be fancying a crack at this. He does take his time, lines up 30 yards out, as you can see, and we hit a driven shot which cannons back off the crossbar. Hangeland wins the rebound header and the keeper manages to swat it away. Heroics from the keeper, nearly a dream start. But at the other end, Braga, they put us under a bit of pressure, just approaching half-time here. They have an effort on the edge of the box, flies over the crossbar from around about 18, 19 yards. So a bit of a let-off, but just before half-time, Cabaye comes close again, hitting the woodwork with the header. Balassi with the follow-up, or Sacco with the follow-up, sorry, didn't get enough on it, and again, more heroics from the Braga keeper. But half-time, we decided, being a pre-season game, we were going to make a lot of changes. Bamford, Puncheon, and a few others coming on as well. We are going to be rotating the team a lot throughout of this tournament. If we manage to get to the knockout stages, then we'll be playing a lot stronger teams, hoping to try and pick up that prize money. But you can see there, Hangeland hitting the shot from distance. That was batted away from the keeper. Sacco then had a great opportunity here. Granted, the ball was behind him, so he had to kind of scoop it from under his body a bit, but that finished. There's no excuse for that. That is awful. And then this was something I liked. They were away on the counter-attack. Jason Puncheon brings them down, happy to take the yellow card there in the last minute. But we take surrounding the referee to a whole new level. Just look at this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of our players surrounding the referee as punching his book there. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that's a new feature or just a glitch. No idea. Probably giving FIFA too much credit. But that is how the game ended. Solid 0-0 draw. Clean sheet, which I was happy with. Look at the stats. 12 shots for us on target. 0 for them. It was a match in which we dominated. So from that aspect of it, I'm really disappointed not to get the win, but a clean sheet will do. on our first game. And as you can see, we receive a transfer offer from Sunderland for our main defender, probably the main man, Scott Dan. 6.5 million, which is a decent offer. You can see he's valued at 4.8. I'm a little reluctant to let him go, actually, being our best defender, so we decide to counter offer and ask Sunderland for 8 million. And we're going to await their response on that one. I'm not really interested in selling my best players, but that is a decent offer. And there was only a few days between the two games, so there wasn't really anything else to report. So we're going to jump straight into the next one against German side, Hanover 96. Just having a quick look at the squad then. We're going to, like I said, we're going to rotate a bit. You can see some of the changes that I'm making here. Damien Delaney is going to come in at centre-back. Connor Wickham, the new man, is going to get a chance up top. Jason Puncham, we're going to play in that cam role. It is his recommended position. Probably, like I said, won't be where I play him. Joe Ledley's coming in for James MacArthur. So just a few changes. I don't want to tinker with the team too much. Just important that everybody gets their fair share of opportunity to show me what they can do. And I like to have a strong bench as well. I don't like to just leave the bench. I know some people ignore it, but it is important while we're doing this rotation that we get everybody out there. Quite an exciting squad, actually. Fraser Campbell is someone I'm looking forward to using. He's got a lot of pace. Not sure if pace will be as strong on this game as it was on FIFA 15. It was pretty much all about the pace. So hopefully it won't be this year, because that'll save things like Ultimate Team. People won't just be going with your Ibarbos, etc, etc. But we're going to jump into the game now, and here we go. Joe Ledley with the first opportunity, coming in with his first chance to show us what he can do. Good shot from distance, well saved from the keeper. We have a free kick here. Balassi kind of squares up his man, does the no-touch dribbling before chipping the ball out wide to Soiree. He touches it inside to Punchin, who toe pokes it into the path of Ledley, and we are 1-0 up. What a finish that is. Really, really emphatic. Joe Ledley on his favoured left foot. Really, really well worked team goal, actually, and we score our first FIFA 16 goal. I was really, really pleased with the build-up. Look at that from Punchin. Just toe pokes it around the defender, stays strong, and the finish is superb. But just after the half-hour mark, Hanover have an excellent chance to get themselves level, but fortunately for us, the striker wasted the opportunity. And with it being pre-season, just as we did in the last game, we're going to make a few changes. Fraser Campbell is going to get a run out up top. Marianne Shamak is going to come in that cam role. Not his ideal position, if you ask me. He's more of a striker, but there you go. Mariappa, just because he's transfer listed doesn't mean he shouldn't be involved. He's going to come on at right back. Martin Kelly switching to left back. And we're going to crack on with the second half. And you can see then, 20 minutes to go. Decent effort here from distance, forcing a good save out of Hennessy, our number 2. Showing he's more than capable of doing that role. And then the substitutes combine. Mariappa feeds it through to Shamak. He forces a good save from the Hanover keeper. And then Shamak then turns provider to feed the ball through to Fraser Campbell. We've had a really good opportunity to double our lead. It was saved from the keeper. Doesn't really matter. It was the end of the game when the offside flag was up anyway. But more positives, the fact we still haven't conceded in 2 games. And this time we managed to get ourselves on the score sheet thanks to that man's goal. And we picked up the win. An offer came in then from Norwich for Mariappa, 775k. We're going to send a counter offer of 1 million. We're not desperate to get rid of him. We would just want some more money. And that is where we're going to leave this episode, guys. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Episode 2 will be coming soon with more pre-season action and hopefully some transfers to be completed for us. So thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Links are in the description, and we'll see you again soon.